Hi, hello. My name is Yusuke Medai, and please call me Medai Coach. And I'm teaching acting. And today, this video is for the students who is the first time who take this my class. So yeah, today it's very. I'm going to share with you about some orientation or some explanation of my class, the point of my class. And this video is English, and I have the other videos such as a Chinese version and a Japanese version. So yeah, I think whoever I think I have a lot of Japanese students now, but in the future I hope whoever you can take my class. Okay, first of all, before taking my class, I think you should make a new note, acting note. And there are 4 points. You have to write it, write on the note. The first, you take my class once a week or once 2 weeks. After taking my class, you should take some notes. And the first is like, what did you do today? In my lesson, you are going to do some homework or acting or performance, or sometimes you do some warming up. So you have to write it on. You have to write, what did you do today? Second, what did you learn? What did you get from my lesson? And sometimes you can get from me, or you can learn from other students. So you write these things, write down on your note. The third, what did you feel? What did you feel about today's your performance, or what did you feel about today's lesson? You have to write your state of your emotional states. And when you write these things, you have to write honestly. I think honesty is very important. So you don't have to show your note to other person. Yeah, you can take your note personally. You can have it your personally. Yeah, that is your note. So nobody watch your note. So you have to write it down honestly, frankly. The fourth is like, if you have any questions about my class, you can write them down. Okay, and next, what is my class? What is my class? I'm going to explain about what is my class. There are 3 points in my class. First point is don't be afraid of making mistakes. You should learn things from failure. And making mistakes is very important process. So you shouldn't avoid these mistakes. So when you come to my class, okay, you have to do a lot of mistakes. Okay, that's very important, and you have to learn from the mistakes. Okay, and the second, if because you take the class, you can take class with other students, and if the other students acting or that they're doing performance, you should be interested in others. That's very important. You don't you should not always think about yourselves. Sometimes you have to concern about others. You have to see others. You have to learn from others. You have to find a very good point from others. So you have to be interested in others. And the third is a relationship between me and you. I'm not a teacher. I'm a coach, and I'm also learning. I'm also studying. So our relationship is equal. And if you have any questions, or if you have your own idea, you can share with me. Yeah, you can talk about it with me very frankly. Yeah. So I don't like the relationship like I'm a boss. You have to listen to me, and you have to listen to my instructions, or I don't like that. Yeah. So our relationship is a coach and a player. Yeah, it's a very equal relationships. Okay, and the next, I'm going to talk about habits. Yeah, everyday's habits is very important. So you take lesson once a week, or once or 2 weeks. So the other time is very important for the actor or for a performer. Yeah, from Monday to Saturday, what do you do? So I want you to have 3 habits. Number 1, it's like a breathing training, voice training. This is I'm going to tell you in my class. So you can learn how to breathe, or how to train your voice. Of course, the voice is very important for an actor. And number 2, as a human beings, you have 5 senses. 5 senses, and you have to feel these 5 senses: watch, listen, smell, taste, and touch. It's 5 senses are very important for an actor, for the performer. For 5 senses is like an entrance of your emotion. So you can I hope you can feel the 5 senses in the daily lives. Yeah, this word is very interesting. You can listen to many kinds of voice, many kinds of sounds. Yeah, so you can enjoy the 5 senses. And then number 3, reading books. Reading books. You have to read many kinds of books, many kinds of fields. And sometimes you wanna be an actor, or you wanna be a performer. You can read a novel, or stories, or the books about the acting. But I hope you can also try the other areas, such as economy, or the other arts, or philosophy, or reading books can open your mind. And as a performer, open-minded is very important. So that's why the number 3 habits, reading books, is very important. Okay, and in the last, I'm going to share with you about if you are going to act or you are going to perform, do not compare with the other person all the time. Your body, yourself, your father and mother gave you the body and the personality. So first of all, you have to know your personality. You have to know about your memories that you have experienced before. Don't always compare with others. He's a handsome, he's a good, or I'm not bad, or he's a cute, she's a beautiful, or don't compare. You have to watch. You have to realize yourself. It's like music instruments. In this world, you can see a lot of instruments. Some instruments is very big, very small, and they can put out many kinds of sounds like that. We, as a human being, as a performer, it's like instruments. You have to realize your own sounds. So through my acting lesson, I hope you can enjoy my lesson, and you can realize, you can understand your own sounds. That is what I want. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye.